This is Suhaim Abdussamad with Startup Kitchen. I'm here today with Dr. Dhirendra Shukla of the Technology Management and Entrepreneurship Program at the University of New Brunswick. And today I'm here to talk about the Summer Institute program with Dr. Dhirendra. So, hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, so tell us about the Summer Institute.
Summer Institute, we're quite excited about this brand new initiative. Looking at an opportunity that we want to create over the summer for, primarily speaking, for the students. And we are trying to leverage this whole movement around the rise of the creative class. And it's an area that we felt was missing, particularly in New Brunswick. And what we want to do is that while we have seen a lot of, in the TME program, particularly how instrumental we've been in terms of the startups around the technology sector, we felt now it's a great opportunity to bring the creative class into the mix and start a Summer Institute that is made up of three key components. One is Foundry, that is looking at founders that have ideas that could be around technology, could be around app, could be around big data, could be around anything that what we have been doing previously. And the woodshop, that's now where the creative class have a great opportunity to come in, look at wood products. Doesn't have to be wood, right? It could be clay, could be anything that you have the ability to express yourself in a creative way, and begin to integrate that and try and grow that sort of a business, and provide a balance between academia, mentorship, and helping them go out there and establish themselves as a business. The third component is Retool. Retool is an opportunity for small businesses out there, or even medium-sized businesses that want to reinvigorate themselves, might have succession issues, might have issues in terms of direction, opportunity for them to get involved in the program, possibly also work with students and things like that. But so those are the three key areas that the Summer Institute is going to focus on, and we felt there was a huge gap. And while there are incubators and accelerators around, there is a huge gap in the initial stage of getting people started and getting people moving around this, particularly around the creative space. And if you watch the media in terms of what's being said about the arts and culture, I'm not surprised. People are not excited about that space, but we are. We genuinely feel that there is an entire element that's being left untouched, and we want to be involved. We want to be proactive and do something magical with that whole sector.
It's pretty exciting. So let's focus on the woodworking part, or the creative side, as you mentioned. So what kind of companies would you expect over there?
So obviously you have Las Cobos that's a Fredericton-based company that's doing really wonderful with drumsticks. If you look at the entire wood culture that you have in New Brunswick, we are known to be shipping wood across the border for basically nothing. And what we are saying is, how could we use the wood to create something like the Arnie Jacobson chair? And how do we do that, where now it's the creative, it's dominated by the creative people, where the design becomes such a critical component, and now it's a value add to the wood, and now you're going into an industry that is a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and you're creating products that the entire world wants, and you get known for design, for creativity, rather than cheap wood.
Yeah.
Very different, right?
So it could really be anything.
It could be. We are looking at, for example, Orange Sprocket, a local art firm that has done amazing and is going and doing phenomenal things with iconic companies out there, and they're based here. And what we want to say is, look at them as an example. How can we do similar companies and focus on different things in New Brunswick, and do maybe Arnie Jacobson chairs locally, something different. How can we look at those models, look at those things, and help these companies get started and established here, using the mentorship and capabilities that we have in New Brunswick. Granted, they're small, but using them to help this entire generation of the creative class.
Sure. So what are the eligibility requirements to get into this program?
Primarily, while it's focused on students, the hope is we get a lot of students excited to build their own company, work, and develop their own company over the summer. So mainly it's for university and college students. Clearly, we are seeing a lot of interest from people that have ideas that already have jobs. We want to continue to work with them, but our priority and our focus is going to be the youth and university and college students. We don't want to say no to anyone in case they are willing to commit the time, because the time is is a key component, because they will be spending 3 months. If you already have other commitments and you can't make that commitment, it becomes challenging and difficult. So we want to focus on the youth, primarily college and university students.
And new grads, presumably?
New grads could clearly, because they have an opportunity to commit that time frame, they would be, I think, ideal. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, and you do provide funding.
We provide funding. It'll be case by case. We are, fingers crossed, we are waiting for all of that to get approved. But there is clearly some funding that is going to be available for the teams or the participants. They could come in as an entire team. They could come in as individuals. And there is funding, some funding going to be available, and we are trying to get obviously more and more funding ironed out, and it's likely going to happen pretty soon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the other programs, so you talked about the woodworking a little bit.
Yeah.
What about the retooling? What kind of companies do you expect?
So retooling is going to be small companies that are struggling. Primarily, we've heard about a huge succession issue in New Brunswick. A lot of we've heard about 2,000 plus companies struggling with this with succession and would possibly disappear. Are there some of these companies that need help with succession, redefinition, rejuvenation with new ideas, new ways, population of same set of university students, recent graduates, college students that understand and want to work with that industry, get them connected and get them moving on and helping create a sense of excitement in New Brunswick. That's what it's all about, right? Over the summer, not only is it going to be beautiful to get out there and do interesting things, but it's going to be amazing to do a lot of innovative things within a university environment.
It's great. So there's 3 programs. The first one is a more traditional one.
Yes.
Can you talk about that one?
So Foundry is an area, you could, it's something you have an app idea, all right? A lot of students are coming with very innovative, very exciting ideas around app, utilization of big data, this whole movement around the industrial internet, manufacturing, making it more efficient, effective. You've seen, so that I'm talking about Eigen. We were involved with helping Eigen, hotspot parking. So it's getting some of those areas that we have already been known to be quite successful at, not leaving them out of this opportunity. So they will have an opportunity to get involved. But what we are genuinely excited over the summer is on the creative class, right? And can you imagine the intermixing between the design and the technology firms, and what would that do to products, how they learn from each other, how these things evolve, is going to be magical. I mean, where else is this happening? And it's exciting to be happening right here.
So finally, Dhirendra, so what's the deadline for this?
So it's March 15th is the deadline, and I would encourage anyone to apply, whether you feel you're eligible or not, because we want to be involved in helping and supporting our ecosystem and anyone that's innovative and creative. So even if you think that you're not eligible, I would encourage you to apply, get involved, meet us. Let's let us help you in your journey. But let all the students and recent graduates, whether university and college, please don't be shy. Connect with us and apply, and let's take New Brunswick to the new level.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.